My name is Rob Simmons. I'm the first selectman of the town of Stonington. It's Friday morning and we've just completed our latest and probably our last storm update for the town of Stonington. Yesterday we had 162 outages, we had 2 roads closed, and just for purposes of comparison, our situation compared to Canterbury, they had 390, Colchester had 269, Griswold 365, Killingly 858, Windham 336. So our numbers yesterday were comparable, somewhat lower than some of the ones elsewhere in eastern Connecticut. Nonetheless, we made a priority of working on north of Flanders Road here, the intersection of Flanders Road and Dean's Mill, which was out, and now they have power, so that has been taken care of and that road is open. Al Harvey was a big problem because Al Harvey, the circuit of Al Harvey goes into a large residential area that includes Dawley Road, from whom we received a number of calls, and until we fixed Al Harvey, Dawley Road and that compound up there was not going to have power. I went up last night, it was open, it was clear, and I drove through the residential area, and so they are up and running, they're on the grid. There's a broken pole on North Water Street about 8 o'clock last night. They de-energized the whole circuit in the area to fix the broken pole. I went up there this morning. The pole is up, it is fixed, and the road is open, although there is a barrier and a detour, but we're working with the state because they control that road. It's a state road. We're working with the state to get the barrier down and get that road open. That being the case, that will be the last road to open in the town of Stonington. Tipping Rock Road, which is a residential community off North Main Street, gets its power not from North Main Street, but it comes in from Alpha Avenue Route 1. They have been down, which is very frustrating because right across the street on North Main Street from Tipping Rock, they have power. They were energized yesterday late afternoon, then they were de-energized when we were working on the broken pole in North Water, and now they have their power back. We received calls from Palmer Neck Road late Wednesday night and Thursday morning. They now have power, and we've received notices from them. We started with about 50% of our customers, the Eversource customers, without power. We are now down to less than 1%. According to Eversource information, not my information, but Eversource information, there are 6 customers in Stonington who no longer have power. So we feel that we will work on those, and we should have those done by the end of today. I am calling together my team to do a post-storm analysis of how Eversource performed in the town of Stonington during this period, and how we were able to work with them and what the problems and the failures were. So we encourage people to send in emails if they have comments to make. These comments are very helpful, and let me tell you, Joe Cassio, who I don't know personally, but who we got to know on Facebook working with our IT people, came up with a very interesting electronic system for tracking and reporting outages, and we plan to adopt that as a matter of policy for the town of Stonington. It is not individually operated. It will be operated by the IT system in conjunction with George Brennan, Emergency Services, the Highway Department, and the Police Department, and Fire and Emergency, so that we can electronically plot and have a living map of where the problems are. And we thank Joe for that input. We will be calling on Joe and others to meet with us in a couple of weeks so that we can nail some of these things down. Finally, I've asked George Brennan, our Emergency Services Coordinator, to come up with a report of pluses and minuses for Eversource in Stonington. And yes, there were some pluses, but there were some minuses. We'll put together that report and send it off. For all of those who collaborated with us and called in and emailed and phoned and helped out, we very much appreciate that. Thank you, and have a great day.